Morning, welcome back to my channel. If you are tuning in, it's because you're wanting to see how my prep is going and how this week is going to pan out for my very first international competition. So I am lucky enough to be representing Australia in the ICN bodybuilding world titles. It's going to be held over in Bali, so it's super close, super convenient, and I thought I'd be able to get away from work for a few days to be able to get this in before I get back to basically paying out all our property investors, because I am in real estate. So I have a new intro. It is going to play for this vlog, and it's because I'm going to be taking on a bit of a different feel for my channel, purely because this is going to be my very last fitness show for this year, for 2017, and then I've got plans where I'll be heading over to Bali for a holiday shortly. So I'll be doing a vlog because we're staying over at the Hard Rock. I'll be doing a vlog up north in Western Australia, up at Shark Bay, and then going into next year I will be doing travel vlogs for New York, New Orleans, LA, Disneyland, and also we'll be spending 2 weeks in Disney World. So it should be the very first Aussie vlogger for Disney World, so that'll be exciting. Okay, so it is officially peak week, 7 days out from when I take the stage again. I fly out to Bali on the 26th of October at night, straight after work. So will only be in Bali for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I'll be back on Monday. So it's very, very, very quick. I need to make sure that I've got all my food prepped, ready to go. I've got a photo shoot over there as well. I compete on the Saturday, and then I've got a free day on the Sunday before I come back. So the World Titles is actually a 2-day event on the Saturday and Sunday, the 28th and 29th of October. It's also a pro show as well. So very, very excited. So I'm going to be covering all my food that I'll be prepping, that I'll be cooking and taking with me on the plane, and obviously storing at the hotel. What I'll be packing, I've got appointments for this week where I've got to get my nails done, I've got to get the waxing done again, my last bit of training, bit of food that I've packed, or good food, soul food. Yeah, and I will take you on for the photo shoot as well, so you can see what happens there. I'm very excited for that. And because I'm traveling solo, I'm going to see what footage I can get. I should have a few people in the crowd that I will know, so I'm going to try and get as much footage as I can on the day. But yeah, just keep in mind I am flying over to Bali by myself, so I don't have any, I don't have any friends, I don't have any coaches, I don't have any family, I don't have anyone that can actually help me out with all of this. So I'm going to do the best job that I can, and hopefully it makes for good viewing for this vlog. So I'm going to be using this bikini again for this show, purely because it looks absolutely amazing, and it costs an arm and a leg, so I'm going to utilize this one here. And then after this show I will be on selling, so I can get a new bikini. So if anyone is interested, hit me up, because this looks amazing on stage. And I'm going to also be wearing this one. So for those who didn't know, I'm actually going to try the swimsuit division as well, so that's what I'll be wearing. So this one has got quite a few crystals that run through, like from the bust line. This comes down to about the belly button, so it's all exposed, and it's really, really high cut on the sides. And then the back of it is all open with just the bum. Well, if you can call it, that's actually to hide my bum. So packing for Bali has now begun. I need to get this all done at Sunday afternoon. I need to have all of this done before the end of the day, because I've got about a million things happening. I've got to pack, I've got programs for my online clients that I need to get out, as well as getting my car ready, because that is being picked up tomorrow because I've sold it. So need to get this done. I'm just taking thongs. These are all like black clothes, so when I've got my tan, I'm not going to get it everywhere. Just a change of clothes. I'm only there for an extra day, so yeah, there's two tops in there, and my barley and my Australian top, which I'll need, jocks and socks. Oh, back over here. This is just for comp day, so I've got me little pea cups again. These ones are like for sweat, so I can dab under my arms. I've got my robe here for backstage. Like makeup pads, tampons, Nurofen, little things you need. Some pump up bands as well. And also my competition jewelry is in there. So that'll all be coming with me. Now all of that stuff I'm just going to load up into that bag for the day. So I've got it with me. I've got my bikini in here already packed, and then I've got my swimsuit here as well to go. I've also going to be packing up, I've just got this, I'm taking the Cocobella water with me, which this is the mango. Mango, I love this, so I'm just going to have that for after the show. I'm taking some peanut M&Ms because I've been wanting that. The girls at the office have been harassing me eating these, so now I want to eat them, so I'm going to take them. But really the only cravings that I have is rice cakes and honey. So I just want to eat the whole packet, so I'm going to take that with me as well, because in Bali I don't think they sell rice cakes. I've also got a photo shoot happening over there, so I've got a whole load of bikinis here that I've done. So I've got like a couple of different looks, like a white one, I've got this one here, I've got a red tassel one, black, red, you name it, all these bikinis, and some of the 1 teaspoon trash haul denims for the photo shoot, and some shoes that strap up around the ankle. So I've got a photo shoot on the Friday before the comp, so I'm just going to take all of these with me. They can decide what they want me in. It's on a pool, rooftop infinity pool, I think it is. So we're going to see what we can do with that photo shoot.
Did you do some potting yesterday, did you? Did you do some gardening yesterday?
Off with the black.
Potters and plants?
And on with show nails. Basic and simple, balayage, French tips, ready. So it is that time again. It is time to wax. So anyone who has been watching my vlogs will think that I wax my moustache and beard and arms constantly, but I actually don't. It's only because I'm competing. So heading in to get that done now. So it's what, I don't even know what day it is this week. It is Tuesday, so I'm making sure that my body's got enough time to heal if it doesn't like any of the waxing. So it's now Thursday afternoon. I'm now getting ready to fly out. It is 3:30, so I'm going to leave here in about 45 minutes. I've got another meal to have, which I'm quite full because I have saved all my meals for later on today. So I've kind of adapted a bit of intermittent fasting, purely because my flight's at 8 and I don't get to Bali until midnight. Normally I would be asleep by 8, 9 o'clock, but I have to stay awake, so I've started eating my food later today to get me through, so I'm not super duper hungry. But I have prepped all my meals, so I'm about to put them in my travel-on or my carry luggage. I'm going to put it in my esky, so I'll show you what I'm taking. Lucky I'm only there for a day before I compete, so I don't need a whole lot of food. So this is what I've actually prepped and packed. We've got it all sitting here. So I've just got some hard-boiled eggs. This one here is actually red meat. I've got frozen turkey mince, beetroot. This is all like that taco seasoning with cauliflower, and then quite a bit of asparagus as well. So this is just some of the meals. I've got rice cakes already packed in my suitcase with honey, etc. And I'm just going to pop it all in this bag here. So I'll load that up with ice and I'll take that on the plane with me. So my week this week has basically been lowering my, I did a front load at the start of the week with my carbs. So I started quite high on Saturday, Sunday, and then I've been slowly bringing my carbs down. Some people do a back load. I prefer to do it at the start of the week and slowly bring my carbs down. Water, I started a bit of a water load, would have been Tuesday. So Tuesday was high, Wednesday was high, well, started coming down. So hang on, Monday was really high, Tuesday started, it was high as well, Wednesday started coming down, and today's Thursday. I think I've had just over a litre, but it just keeps coming out of me. So I'm actually I'm not drinking water anymore. So it's Thursday, nearly 4 o'clock. I stopped drinking water about an hour and a half ago, so I'm not going to drink any more until after the show. Each person is different. I hold a lot of water. So I found from my last show, I stopped drinking, I competed on the Saturday afternoon. I stopped drinking water on the Friday morning, and I still was going to the toilet just before I went on stage. So I'm going to go longer this time, but I'm also going to have some water with me just in case, because of the temperatures over in Bali and the humidity. You know, I'm not going to put myself at risk by passing out just because of the sake of, you know, I have to not drink water. Because if I have to, I'm going to wet my mouth and take a little bit of moisture in. So that's how the water is. That's how my food. So I've prepped all my food. Basically, the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the 3 days before the show, I introduced white fish. I hate seafood with a passion. Can't stand it. Hate white fish. Bassa fillet. I literally gag as I eat, but I've introduced that, and I find that when I have the fish, I lean down so quickly, and I start becoming quite drawn out because it starts to strip everything off. So this week I've wanted to, being peak week, for those who are unaware of what peak week is, it's basically preparing yourself for that week to look in optimum shape, to peak on stage for that one particular moment on that one particular day. It's not maintainable, and as soon as I'm off stage and I eat, bang, I'm not going to look the same anymore. So that's all this is. Peak week is just getting your body to that perfect point where it should be on stage. So that's what I've been working towards this week. I've had my nails done. I bleached my teeth a little bit more. What else was there? I had all my waxing done as well. That was all this week. But other than that, you know, I've just kept doing what I've been doing the whole way through. The only thing that I have done different through this prep, which I will bring up, I wanted to lean my legs down and my bum down a little bit more, purely because of being older than most of the other girls on stage that I'm with. Some of those girls, you know, I've got 15, 20 years on some of these girls, and you can see that from the rear, from the back view, their glutes have got a lot more like that natural collagen. They just have that natural plump. As you get older, you don't have that, so you have to work twice as hard to get it. So I thought if I strip down a little bit more, hopefully you'll be able to see the muscle underneath. So I incorporated doing sprints in this prep, and in doing so, my metabolism has gone crazy, and I've really struggled with my food because my hunger levels have been insane. So when I've had refeeds, I've been eating, you know, in excess of 400 grams of carbs, which is, you know, a lot for me. But my body has utilized it really well, put it to work in the right spots, and I should be coming in a lot leaner for this comp. My body fat levels are lower. My shoulders look a bit bigger because I have been working them quite hard as well, and my glutes should come in a lot nicer and tighter. I'm actually quite happy with how they've come in, and I very rarely say that about my glutes. They've been a problem area, something I've been worried about, and this will be the first show that I'm not worried about them. So that's a plus. Other than that, there's not really much I can do. I'm, you know, getting ready to board the plane, and it is what it is. I've done everything I can, so I've just got to enjoy it for what it is. I know that I'm up against really tough competition. I've seen the lineups for the Aussie girls that are going over, and every girl that's on the list on my lineup is amazing. So it's going to be super duper tough. Most of these girls have taken out overall divisions. They've won their divisions. They've taken out the overall bikini in their state. So I'm up for some hard, stiff comp. And as long as you know that you've put everything on the line, you have done everything you possibly can, and that you are really happy with what you've done, then that's it. and that's where I'm at right now. Win, lose, draw, overall lineup, first place, second place, third place, whatever it is. Yes, you want the win. Okay, let's be obvious. I'm really fucking competitive. I'm very competitive. That's just me. But at the end of it, I know that I could put my hand on my heart and say, I have given everything that I have got. And if this isn't good enough, then fuck me. I don't know what is, because this is all that I have and this is all that I've got. And I've got the little company car because I sold my car. So I'll be driving this and leaving this out at the airport. So I'm now on my way to the airport, and I've got another meal to eat. So on the go, fish, asparagus and cauliflower rice. And once I get there, I'll leave the container in the car whilst I get on the little bus for the long-term parking. And future Joe can deal with the stink container on Monday. So I have just gone through the scanner, and I thought they were going to take my food away from me, but they've taken away all my ice packs. So I've got meat in there that is not frozen because I had to cook it before I came. So I'm going to hope that as soon as I get in the airplane, I'm going to have to ask them to stick them in their fridge or something, because I'm shitting myself about getting sick. So into the hotel room that I'm staying in. It's not wow, but a little fridge there, got a sink, microwave, bench top, coffee, TV. There's 2 air conditionings. I don't know why there's 2, but there is 2. Bed, that'll be fine for me. Got safe and some little tongies, and then the bathroom, basin, it's a shower recess, and a toot. So this will do me for the next 3 nights. Morning guys, it is Friday morning. Landed at midnight last night. Got to bed about 2 by the time I checked in. As you can see, I look fucking terrible. It's 7 AM, so I've had 4 or 5 hours sleep. But today's plans are, I've got to leave here at just before 8:45. I've got a hair and makeup. Then I've got a photo shoot at 10:30 with Theron. And so that's going to be on a rooftop infinity pool. So that's quite exciting actually. Once I wake up, I will be excited. After that, we've got registrations. Check-in is between 12 and 2 today. What else is there? I've also got at 2 o'clock I've got a posing class, or not a posing class, but I'm doing a posing session with Emma. She's a ICN sports pro, so she's coming to the hotel. Boys want to meet her, so we're going to meet up and go through some posing. And then around about 4 o'clock, I've got some delivery of food coming. I didn't want to travel with fish, so that's been delivered. And some meat, some red meat, fish comp day. And then I've got my pre-tan at 5 o'clock. I'm gonna be in bed super early tonight because I'm terrible on no sleep, like wrecked. I feel hungover as hell. My eyes are burning out of my head from not sleeping and being, you know, like not having as much water. The water was coming out of me quite good yesterday, but I'm holding a bit of water this morning, so I'm going to put it down to the barley heat, which I'm glad that I had taken this into consideration. So, but now I'm just going to have some breakfast. So I'm starting my Friday morning with this. So it's asparagus, 100 grams of asparagus and some eggs. So I'll be eating that and then heading off for my photo shoot.
Do you want to start with me or not?
Yeah, I think I might actually, because it's very similar China. And that's a wrap.
Yep. And you just need to grab your ICN jersey.
Okay. So I'll get the registration. I've got to give the fans what the fans want, you know. Alright, okay, so what do I need to grab? Oh, okay. It's over here.
Yeah.
Howdy, how are ya?
What division are you doing?
Bikini.
Bikini?
Yes.
So extra small or small?
Extra small, please. Perfect. Thank you so much. And that's it. That's all I need to do. So these are the tops that you get when you register at registration. It's on the front and on the back. There's this here. So they look quite good. And the we have to wear these backstage as well, stating that we are one of the participants of this show. So I'm going to go and eat. Photo shoot is done. This is where it's all looking for me Abby's at the moment. And this afternoon at 5 I'll go down and get my pre-tan. So let's see what it looks like once there's tan on these little bad boys. So I've just had this delivered. I think it's Motion Fitness. Actually deliver food here in Bali. So I've actually got a couple of dishes here. And from the smell of them, I can smell fish. And as you can see, I've just rip this open, but that is fish. Yeah, I think they call it mahi mahi, M-A-H-I. So I've got 2 of them and 1 steak. Steaks for the morning. So I'm gonna have a meal now. So it is the night before competition. It's Friday night. It's just 6 o'clock, just going on 6 o'clock. I've had my pre-tan and I've eaten most of my meals. I've just got 1 more to eat, which I don't even know if I'm going to eat because I was falling asleep before my pre-tan. Got a bit of sunburn from the photo shoot this morning. So I'm actually thinking I might just go to bed if I doze off. I'm not gonna eat it. I really don't care, to be honest, where I'm at the moment, because I'm so freaking thirsty, so hungry, but I don't want to eat the fish that's been delivered because I hate fish and I hate this tan. And that is hate. Morning, it's show day. Natlympia World Titles are finally here. 6 weeks since the last show is coming down to this last shitty ass mofo meal. So it is lean steak and asparagus. I fucking hate asparagus. I'm so over asparagus, and I've only been eating it the last 3-4 days, pretty much with every meal. And I do always do that in the last couple of days of prep. I can't even be with myself in the toilet. It stinks going in, it stinks going out. So it is just gone 7 AM. I'm halfway through straightening my hair, which is why I have this thing on my head, because that's just the last bit of my hair. So I will do that in a second. I just don't like to have my hair fully down, because those of you who know me know that I hate hair around my face and it's usually up. So I'm going to eat my meal. I had this one here delivered, like the steak was delivered from the Motion Fitness. Being in a different country, you never know what they're going to deliver. So I asked for 85 grams of lean steak. I got 60 grams. So it's not actually enough food, but it'll do. And after this, for today, I'm only eating as I need, which would just be a rice cracker here and there. And I know that sounds extreme. Oh my God, I'm not eating, I do. But it's one day and I'm on stage. I've got my first lineup is at 11. Then I'm, 10 past 11, then 10 past 12, then 12:50, and then 2:50. So in between coming on and off stage, there's not really gonna be that much time. I'm not even gonna notice that I'm hungry. I'm gonna be running on adrenaline for most of the day. And at the end of it, I have, which I keep looking out over that way if you haven't noticed, I have a bag of stuff that I'm gonna get into afterwards. But other than that, I've got my hair and makeup is at 8 o'clock. So my makeup and tan is at 8 o'clock. It's in an hour and it's only downstairs at the host hotel. So that's at 8 o'clock, and that'll go through for tanning and makeup till about 9, 9:15. Then the Australian team are having photos at 9:30. So I will be glammed up for my Australian photo, which will be nice. And then straight from there, then it's, you know, straight over and get ready for the show. So by this time tomorrow, I will have no abs, I will not be dehydrated, I will not be hungry, and I will most probably be complaining that I feel sick and fat and bloated and terrible, but I look forward to it. So show day, here we go. So this is where we're doing hair and makeup for the day. So if you have a look in here, we've got all the stuff laying down so that way nothing gets glued. And tanning is behind this wall, and all the girls are being glammed for hair and makeup. Oh God, I look terrible. So I've just had my makeup and tan done. So obviously this is stage makeup, so this is not normal makeup. But yeah, so it all has to be shiny. Sorry, that's really close up. Nobody needs to see old woman cheese up close, but yeah, so it's hair and makeup is all done, and I've had the tan. Let me just see. So I've got my Australian top on. We're going up for the Australian team is having a photo, and then you can see underneath. So I'm looking pretty brown now. Actually, look terrible. I think you can see my hands there, how light they are. And now I'm going to head up those elevators there, up for the team photo, but it is hot beyond those doors and I do not want to go past them.
Number?
29.
Just grab.
29. Just need 2. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Sorry, what was the division again?
Now we come onto that red line. Number 12, Teal Longford. Number 19, Honey Excel. Number 29, Joe Peacock.
Good job.
Number 44, Ainsley Gonzalez. And 95, Becky Churchill. Alright, Kev, over to you.
Great job, ladies. Way to hang in there. Let's hear it once again for all our competitors, ladies and gentlemen. Woo. That was a tough lineup. All right, so we'll start with our 5th place winner, and that goes to number 12, looking pretty in purple, Teal Longford. All right, Teal's just over to the big number 5. There we go. In 4th place, we have competitor number 44, Ainsley Goncalves. Great job, Ainsley. In 3rd place, we have number 95, Becky Churchill. All right. And your 2nd place winner is number 29, Joe Beecroft, which means the winner in the Miss Bikini over 30 is number 90, Honey Yuxel. Great job, Honey. All right, so ladies, let's get you in nice and close here. Looking straight ahead at the camera. Big smile. Go. Ladies, let's have you join the front line here. On either side, there you go. All right, everyone in nice and close.
Now they'll move. Here we go. Top quarter turn to the right.
Let's go 29. Big back 29. Big back. Yeah. That's it.
Nice 29.
Way better.
And quarter turn to the right.
Lovely. Let's go 29.
Hang in there, ladies. Great job. We are going to start with our 6th place winner, going to number 93, Kelly Germain from Australia. She's over here, Kelly. Have you over here, sir? Great job.
Let's go 29.
Our 5th place winner going to competitor number 107, Patricia Wijaya. Okay, come on. Just over here, Patricia, on the end. There you go. And in 4th place, going to number 43, Roberta Westland.
Let's go 29.
3rd place going to number
You know it.
29, Joe Beecroft.
Nice, Joe.
All right, that leaves Tracy and Honey. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? 2nd place goes to number 90, Honey Mitchell. That means the winner in the Miss Bikini Novice Class 1 is number 52 from Australia, Tracy New. Good job, Tracy. All right, so ladies, let's have you get in nice and close. Hugs and kisses and all that. Looking straight ahead at the camera. 5th place from Hungary, going to 68 Gary with Mazakot. Our 4th place winner from Australia, number 103, Sam Murray Fleming. Good job, Sam. 3rd place also from Australia, going to 106, Pete Barnaby.
Go 29!
Go 29.
Your final competitor comes from Australia. 2nd place going to number 35.
Yes, 29!
Yeah, Jojo.
So the winner in the Miss Bikini Mama category is number 29,
Go, John! Woo! Go 29!
Got him.
All right,
Nice.
ladies and gentlemen, getting nice and close for that photo. Looking straight ahead at them.
Nice, Joe.
Go, Joe!
Yeah, Jojo.
Got it. So Joe, stay there, ladies.
Got him.
Next to the stage. Thank you very much. Joe will get a picture with this group.
Good work, Joe.
Go, Joe!
Nice. Sit there, Joe.
Got it. All right, let's hear it.
Woo!
Great job, Joe.
Backstage, waiting for overall bikini lineup. So whoever wins the bikini overall will get a massive
All right,
sword.
Miss Runway, you should be getting ready, Miss Runway.
Get a massive sword and also a pro card.
I'll call you
So
shortly, Miss
I
Runway.
am with my other WA competitor. We're both in the lineup. She's over there. She's got a good chance pro card over there. And I've got a good chance of this over here. I'm so delirious and hungry. So it is now the morning after I have competed. I have the free day here, so I'm going to go and support all the other Australian athletes. All the fitness and sports models are on, so I'm quite excited to go and check that out and see what it's like to be on the other side of the stage and watch and cheer. So I'm actually very excited. This is this one here, so you can see it's a really good size. So you can see this one here is the first place. So first place, and this is it here, the front of it, and the back. So you can see they're a really good size. They're like the size of your face. That's first place. I sound like Santa. Then I've got a second place, so you can see second. Again, it's exactly the same, but it's in silver. And then third place for this one here, third place, and the bronze on this one here. So third, second, and first. Yeah! Very excited. This is a lot of blood, sweat and tears went into this prep. I set myself the goal at the start of the year that I knew that as of May, June, I was going to start getting into prep with my eyes for being an ICN this year for the state titles. Then when I heard about the world titles, I had my eye on this one here as well. So what I set out to do, I've done. I was absolutely thrilled because I won one of my lineups that qualified me for an overall lineup. So what happens is in each division you get all your winners, so there end up being six different bikini divisions. The winner of each division went into an overall lineup, and that's when they choose the number one of the ones kind of thing. And the girl who would then win the overall got awarded her pro card as well. So that went to Melissa Doggett, who I was backstage with and finally got to meet. So we hung out backstage the whole day. And look, she was really deserving. She was a clear standout on the stage. She'd done one in Queensland and in Perth, and yeah, no, she looked amazing. So I knew that she was going to be winning it as soon as we even took the stage. But I was thrilled that I even made it that far. That was never what I thought I would be getting for ICN. I just set out just wanting to place top 5. So I have gone over and beyond. And now that I've got a taste of knowing what it's like to be in that top 5, I am hungry as fuck for 2018. So stay tuned for 2018's prep, because magic is going to happen, I hope. Anyway, thanks guys for your support. I woke up this morning to all these messages. Like, I was just scrolling through my Facebook page, and thank you to everyone who has supported me, for everyone who has sent me messages throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the lead up, anything on my Instagram and my Facebook page. I woke up the day after I've competed to all these messages, and even though I'm in a different country by myself, I did not feel alone. I felt loved, and I was really blown away by how much support and how many people took their time to message me and leave comments. It's very humbling. I don't know, I'm blown away. As you can see, I'm like a bit stuck for words. But yeah, just thank you so much. I really appreciate it all. Now, I did promise that I was going to share a secret with you. Now, it's not something that I chose to be misleading about, but in my vlogs in the prep up to getting on stage, I did the 12 weeks, the 12-week lead up vlogs, which most of you have seen already. Now, I was honest. I gave my height, weight, my macros, my training. I gave absolutely all the information. So I was completely honest the whole way through. The only thing that I held out of the vlogs, so to say, would be that my whole prep, including my prep to being on the world stage, I drank alcohol the whole way through. So this is not something that I go and recommend to people. It's usually a big no-no. But for me, that was the one thing that I was just not willing to go without. Some people have, you know, they may have pizza, or they may have donuts, or they may have like whatever it is, and they incorporate them into their cheat meals or their refeed meals, or they work it into their macros in some way. For me, I worked in my alcohol. Quite simple. I was going to make sure I did it, and I wanted to prove that I could do it for myself. Now, I'm not saying I was there, you know, pissed as a fart every night. What I'm saying is that I made sure that I was able to have 2 to 3 drinks a week. In my 2 to 3 drinks, I drink Jim Beam, and I drank it with Coke Zero. So Coke Zero has no calories, no macros, even though it is quite gassy and bloating, but I did have Jim Beam. So what I did is, on the days where I was having Jim Beam, I would have it on a weekend, and I would make sure that I used the macros from the alcohol, and I would count them into my daily macros. So basically what I did is I used the macros from alcohol, and I took it out of my fat macros for the day. So I think it ended up being that I would have about 20 grams less nuts for the day, so I could pop in 2 glasses of bourbon on the weekend. So, and for me, that was something that I had to do for my mental state. It kept me calm. It was a stress reliever for me, and it really just helped me just chill out a little bit. So for me, as I said, that was something that I wasn't willing to give up. So it just shows that you can drink alcohol while you prep. As I said, I'm no way in the world suggesting that that is what you should be doing, nor am I suggesting that it is a good thing to do, but I wanted to prove that I could. And I had seen a girl that had prepped over in America, and she did it with eating a Snickers a day, and she wanted to see if she could, and she did, and she took out first place. I think she's now she's a pro bikini over in the US now. But as I said, I wanted to see if I could do it with a drink here and there, and I was able to, so very happy. So it's Thursday evening, I'm back in Perth. I'm now finishing off the vlog, which you are now watching, and I went back for my first gym session today, so it's been a week, but I had intended to go back to training on Tuesday, but I got a slight touch of barley belly. So I've been trying to get over that whilst I've had to still work, so it's been an interesting couple of days, but I'm finally free of the no fart follow through, I suppose. So it's always a great day when you don't shit yourself after having barley belly. So first day back at training, feel a lot better, which is great. And while I was training, it just occurred to me, I've now competed at the world titles for Natlympia for ICN, and the division that I won was the Bikini Mama. So I suppose, does that make me world champion? Doesn't really matter. It's not going to change anything. I'm still the same twat I always have been. So, but I will leave you with that. World titles, 1st, 2nd and 3rd. Overall lineup for my pro card as well. Fuck, what a year. The thought that I did this myself, my own nutrition, my own training sessions. You know, I had help along the way with a lot of people giving me feedback and help mentor, you know, which was absolutely amazing. But I set out to do this season the way I wanted to do it my way, to follow my gut, and I did that, and I stayed true, and fuck, it's all paid off and I feel amazing. I feel really good. I can't wait to get into 2018's prep, which will be for season B. I'm not doing season A because I'll be traveling, but to also to give back. So anyone who's in ICN who needs help, training, nutrition, posing, anything that I can help with, shoot me an email, get at me, because I would love to help. I love being involved in all of this. It just warms my heart. So thank you to everyone who's followed my journey. It's been an absolute fucking treat. And yeah, I'm gonna go out on cloud 9 now, and while you're watching this, I would have been up in the air again, jet setting away, and I'm now going to enjoy a well-deserved holiday with my family. So thank you all so much.